Hey everyone, this is Reviews at Ryan. It's another end of the month, and I want to say happy Labor Day to everybody out there. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It's another end of the month, and you guys know I did not do good again this month. I definitely went probably a little bit overboard, probably, as always. I always say every month I'm going to get less and less, and it never happens. But if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and comment below what you think about the releases that I picked up. And let me know in the comments if you picked up anything this month. And also, what have you seen this month? Is there anything that you really like that you want to recommend towards me to check out? I would love to hear that as well. But let's not waste any time, and let's get into all the pickups that I had for the month of August. Alright, so starting off with the DVDs first. I don't pick up too many DVDs, but this month I was in Walmart and I saw a show, and I don't pick up shows very often, but this was nostalgia for me when I was a younger kid. But that is Dinosaurs. This is the complete first and second season. It was $9.99, so not too bad. And then I also got the third and fourth season as well. So this is technically the complete series. I believe it's I think it's like 60 episodes, something like that. But I used to watch this all the time as a little kid, so I definitely can't wait to revisit this. And then that's all the DVDs that I picked up. We're going to get into the Blu-rays now. First up, I saw this movie on Shudder, and I did review it on the channel. This has Anna Camp from Pitch Perfect. The movie is called From Black, and I did do a rewatch just recently, and I still like it. It's not like the most scariest movie ever, but it is interesting from the character perspective. I also picked up The Twin, another Shudder original. I reviewed this last year on the channel with Teresa Palmer. I've seen this movie probably about 2 or 3 times now, and I've really enjoyed it. You know, it's not anything crazy, amazing or anything like that, but it's still a pretty solid movie. And then I also want to shout out to Spicy 4K Action. If you're watching this, I want you to know that I'm thankful that you sent this to me, and you know, I enjoyed the fact that I won that contest for this. But that is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I did watch this the other night, and I will say that I did like this movie. I don't know if I like it as much as some of his other movies. I've seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and there's one other movie I've seen of his. I can't think of it right now. But I do think this movie was pretty decent. I don't know if it's as funny as I thought it would be, but yeah, it wasn't a bad movie at all. I liked it for what it was. I was also at Walmart, and they've had all these different Halloween titles out. They had a lot of DVDs with like complete collections, glow in the dark DVD stuff, but I didn't buy any of those. And they had some Blu-rays as well, and a lot of the ones that are on Blu-ray, they already have those on 4K, or I already have them, or they weren't really movies that I really cared for to really own. But there was one in particular that I didn't have that was on Blu-ray, and that was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now this one is from, I believe, 2014, I believe. This is the one with Alexandria Daddario. A lot of people didn't like this one. This one was okay, though. I mean, I like the slipcover, though. It was only $10. And then I picked up a movie that, you know, it's not an amazing movie or anything, but I already have the other 9, so, you know, I figured getting it on Blu-ray, since I already have the other 9, I'll complete the collection. Got Fast X. You know, this one, it has some pretty good action scenes, I would say. You know, it's not a top-notch movie or anything, but, you know, Vin Diesel still sucks in it, you know, same acting. But I thought that Jason Momoa did a pretty good job in this movie, and, you know, it's fine. I'll watch it sometime when I revisit all the Fast and Furious movies. And then this movie is more so a movie that I did rate it an okay rating, and with this one, Gerard Butler's in it, and I think that's kind of why I bought it. But Kandahar, I went ahead and picked it up. You know, it has some decent action scenes. The only thing like I said in my review, I didn't like is that I hate that they had the foreign language with no subtitles. That bothered the hell out of me. And next up, it was a surprise for me. And, you know, this one wasn't too expensive. It was only like $15 for a Blu-ray. And, you know, I've watched this movie at least 3 times now, and I really enjoyed it, and that was Jesus Revolution. Some pretty good acting and a pretty solid story, so I definitely recommend this one. And then another movie that was a surprise to me I didn't watch in theaters, but that is Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. This one was definitely funny and witty, and the main character, Margaret, she did a really good job. Rachel McAdams, I really like her as well. So this was a fun movie. I recommend it. And then my last Blu-ray, this is the only movie that I saw in theaters twice this year. I rarely see movies in the theater more than once, mainly most of the time now because they're not in theaters very long anyway. Most of the time they're out 3 weeks, unless they're like a superhero movie or something. So this one I saw twice just before it went out of theaters, but No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence. This one was pretty funny, so why not have it in the collection? And I've been collecting a lot of her movies, so I'm glad to have this in the collection as well. Then we get into the 4Ks. Now, first up, we have Mark Wahlberg and Denzel Washington in Two Guns. I haven't seen this movie since the theater. I think this came out in 2014, I believe. So this nice slipcover here. So definitely I'm going to check this out. And then this one I gave an okay score to. I actually got a deal on this one because my wife had a coupon, and then I price matched it. I think it was originally like $33 or something, and I got it for, I think, $23 is what it was. But that is The Blackening. I know they have a steelbook for this, but I didn't love this movie enough to get a steelbook, so I am interested to watch this around Halloween again. It's, not really a deep like horror movie or anything. It's more kind of a comedy spoof than a horror movie, but I definitely will check it out again. And then another movie, I didn't check this out in the theater. I checked it out on Disney Plus, and I think I prefer this one over the first one a little bit more, but that is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. For some reason, I wasn't really feeling the first one as much. I like this second one a lot more. The villain isn't crazy special, but I did enjoy it for what it was. And then probably one of the best Marvel movies in a while, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I definitely need to revisit this one again. I did watch it in the theater. I didn't review it because, honestly, when I went to go check this out in theaters, I was actually on vacation and I drove most of the day, and I honestly was falling asleep in the theater, and not because of the movie itself. I was just really tired. So I definitely want to check it out again because I feel like I need to give it more of a true score and actually, watch the whole thing again because, like I said, I was falling asleep in the theater. So I definitely need to check it out again. And then we're going to get into all the Scream Factory / Shout Factory pickups that I got this month, catching up on some of the stuff. I did watch this movie. I rented this movie before I checked it out because I wasn't sure. Sometimes with these Scream Factory movies, I don't particularly like them, and I don't want to waste money on them because there's a few of them that have been pretty bad. So this one is Upgrade. This one is an excellent movie. Really did like it, so definitely can't wait to check this one out again. I recently watched Creepshow for the first time, and I thought this was pretty good for a horror anthology. I'm usually not big on anthologies very much, but this was pretty good. I think the first 3 stories were probably the most interesting to me. The last 2 stories weren't as, I would say, sharp as the first 3, but I did like the first 3 quite a bit. And, overall, it's a pretty enjoyable anthology. Next up, I've seen this movie twice, and I'm not going to lie, it was kind of meh to me, but I do like slashers, and Halloween's coming up, so I picked up The Burning. I heard this transfer is really good, so I am interested to see, because I've only seen it technically in DVD quality. Shudder had it, and all their stuff is in DVD quality, so that's not going to do this film justice, obviously, since it's in 4K. And then I picked up all of the Chucky movies. So now I have all the ones excluding the remake, because they don't have that on 4K yet. But we have Curse of Chucky, which I would say is... No, this one actually, I'm getting this confused with Cult. This one is not that bad. This one's in the house. And this one is a little bit more comedy, but it definitely has the edgier Chucky in this one. Probably my favorite out of the 4 of this stack, that would be Bride of Chucky. This one was like a staple growing up, so I always remember this one. And then the ever so hated Seed of Chucky, which this one does have more comedy, but I don't mind it that much. You know, it's not as good as some of the other ones, but it's not as bad as this next one. And this one is more so to complete the collection. This definitely is my least liked one, but this is Cult of Chucky. And with this one, you know, I did only watch it once. I don't know, it's just the way that it's like filmed and just the story. It's just not as sharp as the other ones, but I wanted to complete the collection. It's kind of like with Halloween. I didn't like the last Halloween Ends, but I just went ahead and bought the steelbook to complete the collection, and that's kind of how this is. I'm just completing the collection. And then last but not least, we have the steelbooks, and stay tuned because after I show one of these steelbooks, I'm actually going to be giving away a digital code for free. So we have, first up, we have Ender's Game. I already did an unboxing video for this, so I'm not gonna, you know, open it up and show you all guys again, but I'll at least show you the cover removal. So that looks pretty cool. Very cool steelbook by Lionsgate. We have the Disney Silver Steelbook, Beauty and the Beast. I also did an unboxing for this, so I'm not gonna waste your guys' time and re-unbox it again. So there's that. And then also we have Sisu. Again, I unboxed this already, so I'm not gonna redo it again. This is the, I forgot, this is the pull out from the side. If I can get it, man, I don't have any nails. Here we go. So it just pulls out from the side. Pretty cool. And then the last steelbook, I didn't show this one off, but I did end up buying The Flash, just collecting the DC steelbooks. This isn't one of my favorite movies of the year, that's for sure. You know, it's definitely an okay movie. It's the back, nothing too crazy. And then open it up, we have the inside artwork, front to back, nothing too special. And then the disc, we have the 4K disc, a little bit of art, and we have the Blu Ray disc. And then I'm going to also give away the digital code, so I'm just going to go ahead and just show this up to the camera. Whoever gets it, it's yours. And I'm just going to let you know if you're in a foreign market and you're watching this, it's probably not going to work. So it's probably only going to work in the US. So I'm going to hold it up, and whoever gets it first, whoever watches this and, you know, goes all the way to the end of the video, you know, it's yours for free. Let me know in the comments who got it. Here it is. We'll show it to the camera so you guys can see it. It's all yours. But let me know down in the comments what you guys thought about these pickups. And thank you guys for watching. And like I said, hope you guys had a great Labor Day. And I will see you guys soon on my next video.